Part 77. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 761. The 83rd Talent Ladder, such potential, the Dark Worm King youth in front of him is estimated to be close to the top emperor. Such strength is the second strongest in their tribe. When this young man becomes an emperor in the future, he will definitely be the strongest in their tribe. Moreover, the potential of the 83rd ladder, this is a great hope to become a master. In the endless years, 57 people who passed the 80 talent ladders, excluding those who fell and did not break through, 37 of them broke through and became masters. This probability has reached 60–70%. Looking at the two Black Road Emperors, Li Yang's Dark Worm King clone still had a calm face, without a trace of emotion. Times degree times degree times. At this time, Koeo Lord also spoke. He looked at Li Yang and said, I am one of the leaders of the Universe Power Alliance. The Dark Insect King clan you belong to is also a member of the Alliance. In the Alliance, all clans are equal. If there is a peerless genius, it will be vigorously cultivated by the entire Alliance. With your talent, we will definitely devote a lot of resources to make you grow faster. He also hopes to persuade Li Yang's Dark Insect King clone. However, after hearing what they said, Dark Insect King Li Yang still did not react at all. Sorry, I don't plan to go to the Dark Insect King clan. Dark Insect King Li Yang spoke, still saying the same thing before. Haha, Koeo Lord, I didn't stop it. It's the genius next to me who doesn't want to go back. You won't force it, right? At this moment, Han Mo laughed loudly. He sneered in his heart, go to the Dark Insect King clan. If Li Yang has not grown up yet and has not mastered the law of darkness, then he must want to go to the Dark Insect King clan. However, now Li Yang's Dark Insect King clone has completely mastered the 5 element laws, and his strength is close to that of the top emperor. The Dark Insect King tribe has no attraction to Li Yang, so how could Li Yang go there? Tie his own hands and feet? Looking at the ugly face of the Koeo Lord, Han Mo laughed and said, don't worry, maybe the Dark Insect King youth beside me will figure it out in the future, and then he may go to your Universe Power Alliance. He didn't care about the face of the Koeo Lord at all, and took Li Yang's Dark Insect King clone back to the original place. Watching him leave, the Koeo Lord's face was indeed gloomy, and he seemed to want to take action, but he didn't. In terms of strength, he may not be Han Mo's opponent. The two can only say that neither of them can do anything to the other. As for the two emperors of the Dark Insect King tribe, their faces did not change at this time, but they were roaring in anger in their hearts. Damn Han Mo! He must have bewitched the genius of my tribe. Such a powerful genius, judging from the appearance just now, he didn't care about their Dark Insect King tribe at all, which is absolutely a shame for them. A Dark Worm King with evil talent, but he is very resistant to the Dark Worm King tribe and unwilling to return. Isn't this a shame? However, they didn't dare to get angry at all, not at the Lord Han Mo, nor at Li Yang's Dark Worm King clone. They could only force a smile on their faces and continued to say to the Dark Worm King Li Yang, child, if you want to return to the tribe, you can come back at any time. The tribe welcomes you at any time. The two of the Black Road Emperor were very polite to Li Yang's Dark Worm King clone, trying to play the emotional card. Maybe this young Dark Worm King will really think it through and return to the tribe. After that, they didn't say anything more, followed the Lord Kuei-yu, and returned to the Universe Power Alliance team. That young Dark Worm King refused to return to the Dark Worm King clan. It seems that this young Dark Worm King was left out of the Dark Worm King clan and has no feelings for the Dark Worm King clan. He is smart. The Koeo Lord of the Universe Powerful Alliance obviously values the top holy weapon in his hand. If he really returns, the top holy weapon will definitely be gone. Following Han Mo, a powerful lord who can refine holy weapons, there may be better development in the future. I think that the young Dark Worm King is quite cold-blooded. He doesn't care about his own clan. Such a genius is like an ungrateful wolf even if he has a strong talent. Even if he returns in the future, it may not be a good thing. The strong men discussed what happened just now with great interest, and from time to time they looked at Li Yang's Dark Worm King clone. In front of the Dark Worm King Li Yang, Han Emo said in a voice transmission, "Li Yang boy, do you want to go to the Universe Powerful Alliance? With his talent, he will definitely get a good training." "Not interested," Li Yang said calmly. The Cosmic Power Alliance really didn't help him in his cultivation. He now wanted to improve the fusion law the most, and he only needed to go to the place where the fusion law was passed down. Han Emo laughed and stopped teasing him. "Your Dark Worm King clone also caused a huge shock. Now it's the turn of the Octopus clone to appear. Octopus clone, this fierce beast, let's see how many people will be shocked." Li Yang smiled indifferently, and his eyes also showed expectation. Of the main body and the 6 clones, only the main body and the Octopus clone have not been tested yet. Start the test. After the Octopus clone and the main body are tested, leave here and return to Earth to try to breed the Saint Meteorite clone. Then go to the place where the fusion law is passed down and practice to the Emperor in one go. Whoosh! Under everyone's gaze, the Octopus clone that had been standing silently beside Han Emo flew out and came directly to the talent ladder. It's another young demon beast beside Han Emo. The young Dark Worm King beside Han Emo passed 83 steps. How many steps can this young demon beast pass? Will it be able to reach more than 80 steps? Very likely. I wonder what the attitude of the demon race will be after this young demon beast shows his peerless talent. At the moment when the Octopus clone flew out, a lot of eyes suddenly looked over, and many strong men talked about it. At this time, most of the strong men thought that the Octopus clone could step on 80 steps. The Demon Snake Master and Kunli Master of the demon race also stared at the Octopus clone closely to see what its talent was. This Octopus clone looked ordinary overall, and it didn't look like it had any talent at all. Under everyone's gaze, the Octopus clone finally moved. 10 steps, 20 steps, 40 steps, 60 steps, 80 steps. Steps after steps, there was no obstacle at all. Under the shocked eyes of many powerful people, he stepped on 80 steps almost in one breath. Then, he kept moving forward. 83 steps, no obstacles, continued to climb. After that, there were no obstacles on 84 steps, 85 steps, and even 86 steps. At this point, he was still moving forward. 87 steps. 88 steps. 89 steps. At this time, the whole venue was almost silent, and even the master was shocked to see the octopus on the steps. In this quiet environment, the octopus clone took another step. After stepping on this step, the octopus clone stopped. Buzz! A strange mist appeared, completely covering it. The result was frozen. Octopus clone, final result, 90 talent ladders. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 reward, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 762. As the octopus clone began to test, everyone's eyes were watching. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. It's the 80th step. Sure enough, the two people around Han Emo can pass the 80 talent steps. It's the 83rd step. It has caught up with the previous Dark Insect King youth, as well as the geniuses of the Fire Ghost Beast and the Time God Tree clan. It's the 86th step. The talent of this 8-clawed monster is even comparable to Kong Yu of the Kong Lai Jiaolong clan and Mu Xian of the Thunder Star Beast clan. It's exceeded. It's the 87th step. Is the talent of this 8-clawed monster so strong? The 87th step is not the end. It's the 88th step, the 89th step, my god, the 90th step. Strange fog appeared. The eight-clawed monster has reached its limit. How is this possible? At this time, there was silence around, and you could hear a pin drop. Everyone's eyes were on the figure standing on the 90th step, with horror on their faces. 90 talent steps, am I not seeing things? In endless years, only 10 people have passed the 90 talent steps. Everyone was shocked. Before, the geniuses of the Time God Tree Clan, the Fire Ghost God Beast Clan, and the Sky Fierce Dragon Clan and the Thunder Star Beast Clan had brought them great shock, and now, this eight-clawed monster has brought them even greater shock. The talent steps, each step is a threshold. Just looking at the first 20 steps, most of the geniuses who came here did not step on them, and some geniuses even only stepped on a few steps, not even the 10th step. You have to know that those who came here are the top geniuses in the entire universe at this stage, and they are the first and second in the clan. The front is like this, and the back steps are more difficult. I originally thought that the 86 steps created by the geniuses of the Sky Fierce Dragon Clan and the Thunder Star Beast Clan were the limit, but I didn't expect that now the result has increased by 4 steps. Everyone was shocked, not only here, but also hundreds of millions of tribes were watching this side. Seeing the final result of the octopus clone, their expressions suddenly changed. In the territory of the Demon Clan, powerful beings of the Demon Clan were watching the list at this time. Seeing the result of the octopus clone, they all showed a terrifying light in their eyes. 90 talent ladders. That eight-clawed demon beast has a strong talent. It seems that his realm is only the realm of the gods, but his strength is estimated to be comparable to that of the real top emperor. My demon clan actually has such a peerless genius. The eyes of the dominant beings of the demon clan exuded amazing light, and then they were ecstatic. Before, the best result of their demon clan was just over 40 talent ladders. Originally thought it was pretty good, but this year's talent ladder test, so many geniuses emerged. Not only the Metal Clan, but even the Time Tree, the Fire Ghost Beast, the Dark Insect King, the Skycrack Dragon, and the Thunder Star Beast Clan have all appeared peerless geniuses who have passed 80 talent ladders. Their demon clan can be said to be extremely mediocre in this year's talent selection. However, now there is such a powerful genius. Boom! At this moment, a terrifying pressure suddenly emanated, and as the pressure emanated, a figure appeared in front of everyone. Seeing this figure, the demon clan masters immediately said respectfully, "Ancestor." At this time, the demon clan ancestor actually arrived. The demon clan ancestor ordered, "Let the demon snake and Kunli bring the eight-clawed monster back to the clan, and I will train him personally." 90 talent ladders, such a demon genius is a huge surprise for their demon clan. "Yes, ancestor," hearing the words of the demon clan ancestor, the demon clan masters said respectfully. Then the demon clan ancestor disappeared, and the demon clan masters excitedly discussed it. The ancestor is now looking for the whereabouts of the supreme holy weapon. I didn't expect that he was also paying attention to the talent ladder. Haha, 90 talent ladders, with the ancestor's personal teaching, my demon race will definitely have one more master in the future. Endless years, 10 people who passed the 90 talent ladders, one fell, one did not break through, and the other 8 all became masters. The demon race was surprised. At this time, the major races in the universe were shocked, and their hearts were extremely gloomy. Damn it, how could the demon race have such a monster genius? 90 talent ladders, in the entire universe, which genius can compare with the demon race? At this stage, how come so many geniuses suddenly appeared? Before, the name of the human genius Li Yang spread throughout the universe, attracted countless eyes, and even ranked first on the must-kill list of major lists. And before, the Fire Ghost Divine Beast, the Time Divine Tree, the Sky Fierce Dragon, the Thunder Star Beast and other races suddenly had geniuses, and the talents they showed were no less than that of the human Li Yang, or even stronger. The demon race, as the only race with two founders, has no genius. And now, a genius who has passed the 90 talent ladders has appeared. In the human race, the eyes of the human masters also showed murderous intent. If the 8-clawed monster doesn't die, the demon race will definitely have one more master in the future. Yes, those who pass the 90 talent ladders have at least a 90% chance of becoming a master. We must find a chance to kill the octopus monster. The murderous intent of the human masters was everywhere. They didn't know that Li Yang had a clone. Only the Eternal Ancestor and the Hunyuan Ancestor knew about this. The sudden explosion of the octopus obviously caused a huge shock to the universe. Li Yang was also a little surprised at this time. The octopus clone can actually step on 90 steps. This result was beyond his expectations. In terms of strength, the octopus clone is not as good as the Kongli Jiaolong and the Lising Beast among my clones. According to his estimation, the octopus clone can only step on 83 or 84 steps at most. Li Yang thought silently for a while, and he suddenly thought of something. Is it because of his own mediocreness? That's why he has such a high potential. He has many clones, among which the 3 natural god clones, the Lising Beast clone and the Kongli Jiaolong clone are also natural world realm level. Only the octopus clone is ordinary and has no talent. If it is not Li Yang's clone, it is estimated that it is unlikely to become a low realm. However, it is precisely because of its ordinary talent that it has truly grown up, and its potential is also greater. For example, the natural gods, even if they don't practice, they can easily become gods after thousands of years just by sleeping and eating every day. If a natural god becomes a god in 1,000 years, his talent is just average in everyone's eyes, which is nothing at all. However, if it is just an ordinary life that becomes a god in 1,000 years, it is definitely a genius. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 763. The stronger the talent, the weaker the potential is when reaching the same level in the same time. Therefore, on this talent ladder, the highest natural level of the Fire Ghost Divine Beast and others only pass the 82nd and 83rd steps. However, the Kongli Jiaolong and the Thunder Star Beast clones, who were one level weaker in natural level, stepped onto the 86th step. As for now, the most ordinary octopus clone, who has no talent at all and has difficulty in becoming a low realm, has the strength of a top emperor in hundreds of years. It is understandable that such potential can step onto the 90th talent ladder. The more ordinary, the greater the achievement, the higher the potential. While Li Yang was thinking, his octopus clone also chose a top-level holy weapon at this time. This top-level holy weapon is undoubtedly much higher in quality than the top-level holy weapon chosen by Kongli Jiaolong and others. Just kidding, although the talent ladder has a threshold of 20 steps, after 10 steps, the level of the selected treasure is also directly upgraded by 1 level. This is well known. Another top-level holy weapon. The octopus clone was so happy that he flew down the talent ladder directly. Boom! Boom! Suddenly, 2 extremely powerful momentum waves were emitted, and then the 2 demon clan masters actually flew out and came directly in front of the octopus clone, with a burning look in their eyes. The 2 demon clan masters are also dispatched, just like the Dark Insect King clan before. You're kidding, 90 talent ladders, this talent, there is a more than 90% chance of becoming a master in the future. How could the demon clan not react? Seeing the 2 demon clan masters flying out, the people present were not shocked. Swish! At this time, Hanmo's figure moved and appeared in front of the octopus clone again. He glanced at the demon snake lord and Kunli lord, and said in a calm voice, "Demon clan, do you also want to take away this genius beside me?" Humph! Hearing Han Mo's words, the demon snake lord snorted coldly and said, Han Mo, this 8-clawed monster belongs to my demon clan, not to your side. The two emperors of the Dark Insect King clan are afraid of Han Mo, but they are not afraid. Haha, then you can try whether this 8-clawed monster beside me is willing to go with you. Hearing the words of the demon snake lord, Han Mo was not angry, but laughed. At this time, the demon snake lord and Kunli lord did not care about Han Mo, but looked at Li Yang's octopus clone. You are a genius of my demon clan. The clan already knows about you, even the ancestor already knows. Looking at Li Yang's octopus clone, the demon snake master said without any nonsense, the ancestor is ready to accept you as a disciple and train you carefully. You can also use the resources in the clan at will. Beside the demon snake master, Kunli master also said, we will not touch the top holy weapon you just got. In addition, the clan will do its best to help you break through and become the master. As long as you return to the clan, you will be given a fusion law inheritance token immediately. Their words immediately caused the discussion of the surrounding strong people. The ancestor of the demon clan is ready to accept this 8-clawed demon beast as a disciple. Normal, with such talent, if it were in my clan, the ancestor of the clan would also go out. It is worthy of being a demon clan. Not only did it give a fusion law inheritance token, but it also said that it would do its best to help this 8-clawed demon beast become the master. The demon race is the real peak race in the universe. There are two founders in the race. Only the human race can compete with them in the whole universe. And the demon race has two supreme holy artifacts. The human race only has one. It can be seen that the demon race is powerful. The previous Dark Insect King race was just like an ant compared to the powerful demon race. The Dark Insect King race could not give much promise to Li Yang's Dark Insect King clone, and did not even mention the top holy artifact. Obviously, if Li Yang's Dark Insect King clone really joined, it would be difficult to keep the top holy artifact. However, on the demon side, the top holy artifact still belongs to the octopus clone. They will not have any ideas, and will also give the inheritance token of the fusion law, and the ancestor will teach in person, and the demon clan resources can be used at will. These are all very tempting. Han Mo is just a master, and compared with the ancestor of creation, he is obviously not qualified. After the demon snake master and Kunli master finished speaking, they looked at Li Yang's octopus clone expectantly. They are not comparable to the previous Dark Insect King clan. They believe that after hearing their conditions, Li Yang's octopus clone will definitely agree. After all, in the universe, resources are everything for cultivation, and their powerful demon clan can provide the best resources in the entire universe. Under their expectant eyes, Li Yang was silent, as if thinking about something. And beside Li Yang, Han Mo transmitted his voice, Li Yang boy, the conditions of the demon clan are not bad. You enter the demon clan, choose some holy weapons, and then leave directly with the inheritance token of the fusion law. After going to the demon tribe will grant the inheritance token of the fusion law. Li Yang's octopus clone will not stay in the demon tribe for a long time. If it were him, he might take a risk. Hearing this, Li Yang was indeed a little tempted. Not to mention other things, getting a few holy artifacts in the demon tribe and then leaving, this is actually very likely to succeed. At worst, you can also find an opportunity to kill some high-level demons and then self-destruct. But after just a little temptation, Li Yang rejected this idea in his heart. I don't lack a training environment now. I have the teacher eternal ancestor to teach me and a place where the law of fusion is inherited. I went to the monster clan and got some treasures that are of no use. Li Yang now has no shortage of various cultivation resources, but only time. No matter whether he can breed a Saint Fall clone this time when he goes back, he will practice in the place where the law of fusion is inherited until he reaches the point of breaking through to the Emperor. Even without the Holy Fall clone, he estimated that it would take him at most 1,000 years to break through. In addition, going to meet the founder of the demon clan, this is a risky thing. If something was discovered, one can imagine what Li Yang would end up in front of the founder of the world. Now Li Yang doesn't need to take risks at all. Thinking in his mind, Li Yang looked at the demon snake master and Kunli master in front of him, and said calmly, "I'm sorry, I have no intention of returning to the demon clan." This statement is exactly the same as the previous rejection of the Dark Insect King group. Huh? This 8-clawed monster actually rejected the 2 masters of the monster clan. The founder of the demon race personally taught me, and the fusion law inheritance token cannot impress this 8-clawed demon beast. What did he think? Hearing this, many powerful people from the surrounding ethnic groups were stunned for a moment. In their opinion, this 8-clawed monster should agree. Not to mention other things, they didn't even know that there was a member of the 8-clawed monster beast in the place where the fusion law was inherited. Therefore, the 8-clawed monster has never been to the place where the law of fusion is inherited. Logically speaking, it should be very eager to go there. Thanks to 08 for the 100 tip, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 764. After the realm of gods, there is the emperor, and the key to breaking through and becoming the emperor is the law of fusion. As a god, the place where the law of fusion is inherited is definitely the most attractive place. Rejected. Everyone was puzzled. At this time, the demonic snake lord and the Kunli lord were also stunned for a moment. Apparently they did not expect that Li Yang's octopus clone would directly refuse. Logically speaking, it is impossible to refuse such a condition. Haha, monster race, it seems that the 8-clawed young man next to me is not willing to go back with you, and would rather stay with me. Hearing the rejection from the octopus clone, Han Mo laughed loudly. Glancing at the soul ink next to the octopus clone, the demon snake master's face turned slightly gloomy. He sent a message to the master Kunli and said, "Kunli, is this 8-clawed monster controlled by the soul ink?" Han Mo is just a master, but the 2 founding ancestors of their demon clan, this octopus monster, are actually willing to follow Han Mo. This is obviously a bit weird. Master Kunli shook his head and said, "Probably not. If it is controlled, then no matter how powerful the talent is, it will stagnate and be unable to make progress. I guess there is something very important in Han Mo, which is very important to this 8-clawed demon of our clan. The beast is very attractive, so he doesn't want to leave for the time being. If the soul is enslaved, it is equivalent to being resurrected after death. The difficulty of understanding the law will suddenly increase tens of thousands of times, and there is basically no possibility of progress. With the talent displayed by the 8-clawed monster in front of him, it is impossible to control it." "Then what should we do now?" asked the demonic snake lord. "Such a monster genius, but he is willing to follow Han Mo and is unwilling to return to their monster clan." Master Kunli thought for a moment and said, "The ancestor ordered that if the monster genius of our clan does not want to come back, there is no need to force it, but we must build a good relationship. Our monster clan is the most powerful clan in the universe, and he will come back sooner or later." Lord Kunli has this confidence. Even if they are unwilling to return, in the eyes of outsiders, this octopus monster still belongs to their monster clan. This is a fact that cannot be changed. The 2 communicated with each other, and then Master Kunli looked at Li Yang's octopus clone and said, "Since you don't want to return, we won't force it. This is the token of our demon clan, and it contains the belongings of all the powerful men of our demon clan. Contact information: if you encounter anything or encounter any danger in the future, you can contact us at any time. In addition, our clan's conditions for you will always be valid. As long as you return, you can immediately see the ancestor, and you will be given the fusion law inheritance token." Master Kunli waved his right hand, and then a token came to the octopus clone. At this time, the octopus clone did not refuse and directly held the token. The entire token contains only contact information and nothing else. After finishing speaking, Lord Demonic Snake and Lord Kunli left without any nonsense. Li Yang's octopus clone and Hun Mo also returned to their original places. This 8-clawed monster is really powerful, it directly rejected the monster clan. According to the guidance of the founder of the world, there are only 10 ethnic groups in the entire universe with the founder of the world. Whether there is any guidance or not, there is at least a 90% chance that this 8-clawed monster will break through and become the master in the future. No matter how high the probability is, with the guidance of the founding ancestor and the resources of the demon clan, the time required for a breakthrough will definitely be shorter. Everyone was watching, all eyes fixed on the octopus clone. Not only them, it can be said that the eyes of billions of people in the universe are looking at the octopus clone at this time. At this time, the octopus clone can really be said to have shocked the entire universe. After the octopus clone passed away, it was a few seconds before any genius flew out. There shouldn't be any genius tests anymore, right? The hidden geniuses of all races, as well as the 2 people around Hun Mo, have all been tested. There is still human Li Yang left. I originally thought that human Li Yang could become the first with more than 60 talent ladders, but now, there are 6 people who have passed the 80th talent ladder, and one of them has even stepped onto the 90th talent ladder. Human Li Yang must be ranked at least 7th. The human race will be embarrassed this time. Li Yang, the first genius in the universe, was in the human race before, but now it has been proven that Li Yang's talent is not ranked first at all. Just like before the competition, one of them, in everyone's opinion, is likely to be the champion. However, during the competition, several dark horses suddenly appeared, and the champion suddenly fell to the back of the queue. This is of course very embarrassing. At this time, within the human race, the powerful men had serious eyes, which was not very nice to look at. There are so many hidden geniuses in the universe. There are even demon clansmen, and they have climbed to the 90th step on the talent ladder. Maybe Li Yang has hidden his strength and can step onto a higher level. The strong men of the human race are looking forward to it, and even the masters are paying attention. The entire talent ladder is a competition among billions of ethnic groups in the universe. Whoever can occupy the forefront will have unlimited glory. After a brief silence, everyone's eyes were on the human camp. To be precise, they should be on Li Yang. Just waiting for human Li Yang to test it? Haha, let me appreciate human expressions. Is there no one left? Li Yang glanced around and prepared to go for testing. But just as he set off, a young man with an ordinary face suddenly flew out from the human camp. Many ethnic groups were looking at Li Yang, waiting for Li Yang to come out, but Li Yang did not appear, and another person flew out. Suddenly their eyes turned to the young man who flew out. Is that human Huxu? Yes, human Huxu's original talent exceeded that of human Li Yang. He also showed his ability to kill 3 series of gods on the killing battlefield before, and he is probably even stronger now. With such strength, you can probably step onto more than 30 talent ladders, right? I have been paying attention to human Li Yang. I have almost ignored this human being. Huxu's performance is actually not bad at all. After practicing for more than 100 years, he can kill the gods of 3 series. This kind of strength is a peerless genius anywhere. However, with human Li Yang in front, Huxu was ignored by many people. Ah, these stupid low-level cultivators, the master's direct disciples, are belittled by them. Huxu flew out, and in his body, a small phantom said angrily, Huxu, show me your talent. What human Li Yang? What 8-clawed demon beast? These are in your hands, everything in front of you is trash. He roared angrily, obviously hearing the discussions around him and becoming very angry. What a great being his master is. Coming to this world is a kindness to this world. But Hongsu, as the only successor of his master, has been ignored by everyone. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 765. The little shadow roared angrily, while Hongsu looked calm and did not say anything. Under the eyes of everyone, Hongsu stepped onto the ladder of talent. As everyone expected, he quickly arrived at more than 30 stairs. 30 steps have passed, and human beings should have reached their limit. Probably, his talent is far inferior to human Li Yang. Everyone was talking, and in the midst of their discussion, Hongsu easily passed the 40 steps. Having passed 40 steps, this Hyugzu talent is much more powerful than he was rumored to be. 50 steps up, this Hyugzu's talent is just a little worse than that of human Li Yang. 60 steps up the ladder, the talent of human beings is no less than that of human Li Yang. 70 steps up the ladder, the talent of human Hyugzu exceeds that of human Li Yang. 80 steps, oh my god, this human's talent for being in the void is so strong. Everyone present, including hundreds of millions of ethnic groups at this time, didn't pay much attention to the Hyugzun test. They were just waiting for the next test of human Li Yang. However, the ladder of talent that humans have passed through is constantly rising, and in the blink of an eye, they have passed the 80 ladder. Their expressions changed from indifferent to solemn, and then full of shock. After stepping on the 80th staircase, Hongsu didn't stop yet, and the number of steps was still increasing. 85, 86, 88, 90. Under the shocked eyes of many people, Hongsu actually stepped onto the 90th step. This, 8-clawed monster has just stepped on the 90 steps, and the human Hyugzu has also stepped on it. Human Hongsu now has the strength of a top emperor? How is this possible? He hides it so deeply. At this time, everyone was completely shocked. In the human race, before Li Yang was famous in the universe, other geniuses, including Hongsu, were inconspicuous compared to him. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. However, Hongsu, who is now suppressed by Li Yang and has always been in second place, has such a powerful talent. Look, human beings haven't reached their limit yet. Under the eyes of everyone, Hongsu actually took another step and stepped on the 91st step. Then, a strange mist appeared, completely covering Hongsu. The whole area seemed to be quiet again. At this time, no one knew how many times they were shocked. Just now, the 8-clawed monster that had stepped onto the 90 steps had been recognized by them as the number one. But how long has it been? In just over a minute, the first place changed hands again. A genius has appeared who has stepped onto the 91st ladder. Within the human race. Haha, good. Hongsu's talent is actually so strong. 91 talent ladders. I was originally worried that Li Yang would be embarrassed, but I didn't expect that Hongsu gave us such a big surprise. The strong men of the human race were extremely surprised. Hey Yan, this disciple of yours hides it so well, and you didn't even tell us. At this time, the common cold look on the face of the Yalan Lord next to the human race Black Yan Master also disappeared, and he smiled at this time. Hearing this, Lord Heiyan smiled and said, "If you tell me in advance, there will be no surprises." Although he said this, there was obviously a trace of shock deep in the eyes of Lord Black Yan at this time. In fact, in his estimation, Hongsu could probably step onto the 50 talent ladder. The results in front of him were completely beyond his expectation. The human race was happy, and the previously excited demon race now had a gloomy look on their face. Damn it, this human race's talent for mixing with the void is so strong. Human Li Yang's talent is not even worthy of carrying shoes compared to this human Hyugzu. Who is behind that intelligence? Let us keep our eyes on human Li Yang and not pay much attention to this human being. Not only the human race, but also all other races, such as the Kong Lai Jiaolong, the Thunder Star Beast race, etc. There are so many geniuses, but not one of them has been detected. The faces of demonic Snake Lord and Kunli Lord were gloomy. Just now, their demon clan was enjoying great glory, and the geniuses within the clan climbed up to the 90th talent ladder. But in the blink of an eye, the human geniuses surpassed them by just one rung. This feeling is too uncomfortable. The Monster clan is like this, and the Space Lie Dragon clan and Thunder Star Beast clan are even more uncomfortable. A monster genius appeared in the demon clan. Why did he appear again in the human clan? The faces of the Dragon Domain Lord and others were so gloomy that water could drip from their faces. Human race and demon race, these are the most pinnacle races in the universe. The Sky Lie Dragon and Thunder Star Beast clans just want to suppress them this time and become the most dazzling in the universe. However, this time, the first and second spots on the talent ladder are still occupied by humans and monsters. The 86 steps of their clan have occupied the absolute first place in more than a dozen talent ladder tests in the past. Unexpectedly, just a few minutes after being dazzled, they directly reached the third place. At this time, all the major ethnic groups had different expressions, and on the talent ladder, Hunksu's figure appeared again. Humph, human Li Yang, demon clan's 8-clawed monster, what do these mean in front of the master's inheritance? Inside Hunksu's body, little Shuiying said proudly, in this test, Hunksu, you easily took the first place. Who can compare? Hunksu didn't speak, his face remained calm, without the slightest hint of joy. It seemed that stepping onto the 91st step and obtaining the top-level sacred weapon would not cause any disturbance in his heart. He went back to the human race camp directly. I didn't expect Hunksu's talent to be so strong. Yes, with 91 steps, Hunksu has a great chance of becoming the master in the future. Li Yang's talent is so different from Hunksu's. At this time, all the geniuses of the human race looked at Hunksu, their eyes full of disbelief. They looked at Li Yang again. At this time, not only them, but many people looked at Li Yang. Before, there were so many hidden geniuses who suddenly appeared, the geniuses of the Kongli Jiaolong tribe, the geniuses of the Lising Beast tribe, the Dark Worm King, the Fire Ghost Beast, the Time God Tree, the 8-clawed Monster Beast. The geniuses of these 6 tribes all surpassed Li Yang in terms of talent, and there was actually a hidden Hunksu in the human race camp, who crushed the major geniuses in the universe in terms of talent. As the first genius of the entire universe before, Li Yang, who was followed by hundreds of millions of tribes, was undoubtedly in a very embarrassing position. Hunksu has made such great progress. At this time, Li Yang was also very surprised at Hunksu's progress. In his opinion, he should have far surpassed Hunksu at this time. Sure enough, you can't underestimate anyone, Li Yang thought to himself. He was just surprised, but he didn't have much other feeling. Then, under the eyes of everyone, Li Yang flew out and came to the talent ladder. Human Li Yang finally started testing. It seems that no one is testing, only he is left. Haha, before, human Li Yang estimated that the score of more than 60 steps could occupy the first place, but now there are already 7 geniuses who have passed 80 steps. The score of more than 60 steps can only be the 8th. From the 1st to the 8th in the universe. I want to appreciate the change in human Li Yang's face. As Li Yang walked out, the eyes of billions of people were all focused on Li Yang. Thanks to the 1,500 reward from Let It Be 2023, and the 100 reward from 08A, thank you. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 766. As Li Yang walked out, the eyes of billions of races were all focused on Li Yang. In terms of fame, Li Yang was previously known as the first genius in the universe and ranked first on the must-kill list of major races. Before the talent ladder was opened, Li Yang's talent was recognized as the strongest in the universe at this stage. Of course, everyone paid more attention to him. And now, a large number of geniuses suddenly appeared, and in terms of talent, they even surpassed Li Yang. At this time, many alien races wanted to see Li Yang's joke. From the first genius in the universe to the eighth, this must be a big blow to Li Yang. Li Yang didn't care about the discussions of the people around him. At this time, he looked at the talent ladder in front of him and walked up directly. After stepping onto the first step, Li Yang immediately felt a strong binding force, the same as the previous several clones felt. Then, on the talent ladder, a wonderful wave came, which completely enveloped Li Yang's body and began to scan his body, rivaling the soul of the master. The 7 avatars including the World Tree Clone, the God of Fire, the Sky Dragon, etc. The top holy artifact swallowing token. In Li Yang's feeling, all of these were scanned out by the talent ladder. Even the core of the supreme artifact Kunlun mirror was scanned out by this talent ladder. This fluctuation came to Li Yang's mind in an instant. Buzz. At this time, the mysterious sword in Li Yang's mind fluctuated slightly, and then the scanning fluctuation seemed to pause for a while, and then disappeared directly. The mysterious sword was not scanned out. Li Yang's heart moved. Many of his information was exposed, and he could clearly sense them, but the mysterious sword was definitely not exposed. Is the level of the mysterious sword higher than the supreme holy artifact? Li Yang was amazed in his heart. Even the supreme holy artifact was scanned out, but the mysterious sword was not scanned out. Of course, to be precise, what he had was only the core of the supreme holy artifact Kunlun mirror, not the real Kunlun mirror. Thinking in his heart, this scan also disappeared, and then all the restraints on Li Yang disappeared. Go. Li Yang did not hesitate and began to move forward step by step. 10 steps, 30 steps, 60 steps. As expected, the first 60 steps did not hinder Li Yang at all. Everyone knew this result, so no one was surprised at this time. Human Li Yang is quite fast. It seems that there are not many obstacles when he steps on the 60th step. His real potential should be close to the 70th step. This result should be the absolute first place, but it's a pity that there are too many peerless geniuses this time. You can appreciate the unwilling expression on the face of human Li Yang soon. The more famous he was before, the more exciting the expression of human Li Yang will be next. Everyone was watching, looking like they were watching a good show. Under their eyes, Li Yang kept moving at a steady speed and quickly passed the 70th step. Huh? Human Li Yang actually passed the 70th step so easily. His progress has accelerated again. At this time, many tribes obviously changed color. Then, under their gaze, the 80th step was also easily surpassed by Li Yang. 80 steps. Human Li Yang also stepped onto the 80th step. How is it possible? How can he improve so fast? More than 200 years ago, human Li Yang was only slightly stronger than ordinary emperors. Now he can compete with top emperors. Geniuses such as the Kongli Jiaolong tribe, the Lizing Beast tribe, and the Huoyo Shenshen Beast tribe, these suddenly burst out with powerful talents. Although everyone was shocked, they did not feel anything. Because these geniuses were not famous before, everyone knew very little about them, so it was normal for them to show their powerful talents. Because it was unknown, so the sudden outbreak made it easier for everyone to accept it. But Li Yang is different. Billions of tribes in the universe are paying attention to Li Yang. 200 years ago, in the place where the fusion law was inherited, Li Yang killing the demon clan emperor, the strength displayed is only several times that of an ordinary emperor, and the strength is several times different from that of a powerful emperor. And 80 steps, that means the strength close to the top emperor. 200 years ago, Li Yang, who was still at the level of an ordinary emperor, is close to the top emperor. This progress is at least 100 times faster than what Li Yang showed before. You know, the later you go, the harder it is to make progress. While their faces changed, many alien warriors still did not give up. Humph, even if he stepped on 80 steps, human Li Yang would still be the 8th. He will definitely not be able to step on a higher step. Look, human Li Yang will stop soon. Many alien races were looking forward to it. They really wanted to see the joke of human Li Yang. At this time, even the 7th ranked fire ghost beast and others still stepped onto the 82nd step. Under the expectant eyes of many alien races, Li Yang showed no sign of stopping. Instead, he continued to move forward at the same speed. 81 steps, 85 steps, 89 steps. Then, under the shocked eyes of countless strong men, Li Yang stepped onto the 90th step. And after climbing this step, Li Yang's steps did not stop. 90 steps. 91, 92. Oh my god, human Li Yang surpassed human Hongsu, and is still the first. How is it possible? This step represents that human Li Yang has at least the strength of a top emperor. 200 years ago, he was only at the level of an ordinary emperor. In the void, on that huge list, Li Yang's name kept rising, from 8th to 1st in a blink of an eye. At this time, I don't know how many strong men looked ugly, staring at the young man on the ladder whose face did not change from beginning to end. Before, Li Yang ranked 1st in the universe, and this time, there were so many dark horses, everyone thought that Li Yang would become a joke. After all, Li Yang's first place was only because many hidden geniuses from other tribes did not appear. Now that these hidden geniuses have come out, Li Yang, the first place, has directly become the 8th out, which is of course a joke. But now, human Li Yang still occupies the first place. They are extremely looking forward to seeing the ugly expression on Li Yang's face, but Li Yang's position is still unshakable. Their words have become a joke instead. At this time, Li Yang stood silently on the 93rd talent ladder. The binding force began to increase dramatically. The first 90 steps did not hinder him at all, and Li Yang easily crossed them. Only now did the binding force begin to appear. End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 767. Li Yang felt that this result was normal. Before, it was just one of his clones, and when the talent ladder was tested, it would only be detected as one clone. You know, Li Yang's octopus clone has stepped onto the 90-level talent ladder before. And Li Yang's own test result was that he had 7 clones. This trump card will naturally make Li Yang's performance significantly higher than that of his clones. Therefore, Li Yang knew that he could easily climb the 90 steps, but he didn't know the specific number. At this time, when they came to the staircase, Li Yang's eyes were also flashing with light. It seems that my results should be much better than I expected. He can at least advance a few steps. Li Yang has reached the 93 steps, only 7 steps away from the 100 steps. Then, the 94th step was climbed. Has the restraint increased again? Li Yang felt it. Although the restraint force increased sharply, he could still move forward. Enduring the huge constraints, Li Yang continued to move forward. Then, 95 stairs, 96 stairs, 97 stairs. Li Yang paused for a moment on this staircase, and then took another step, stepping onto the 98 steps. The 98th ladder. Damn it, why is human Li Yang so potential? In the demon camp, the demon snake leader looked gloomy and stared at Li Yang. Diamond suit, diamond suit. With 2 more stairs, he can step on 100 stairs, and then he can get a pinnacle holy weapon. Next to the demonic snake master, Master Kunli also had a gloomy expression. No, it's impossible for human Li Yang to obtain the pinnacle holy weapon. It's obvious from the looks of him that he has reached his limit. The two masters of the demon clan stared at Li Yang, wishing that Li Yang would be eliminated immediately. They actually no longer care about Li Yang stepping onto the 98 or 99 stairs. After all, after passing the 90 talent ladder, the probability of becoming a master is 90%. At this time, what they are concerned about is whether Li Yang can step onto the 100th step. If you board it, you can choose a pinnacle holy weapon. What is the pinnacle holy weapon? Treasures of this level are only available under the Supreme Sacred Artifact. Nearly half of the top 10 groups in the universe that have the founder of the world do not have the Supreme Holy Weapon. For these ethnic groups, the pinnacle sacred weapon is the most powerful treasure and the treasure of the clan. In fact, even for ethnic groups such as the human race and monster race that have the highest holy weapon, the pinnacle holy weapon is extremely important. If it appears, even the founder of the world will fight for it. The entire demon clan has 2 supreme holy weapons, but there are not many peak holy weapons, only 6. This kind of treasure, if used by the founder of the world, will increase his strength. As for the master, if he uses a pinnacle holy weapon, his strength will increase dramatically. If we say that getting a supreme holy weapon is equivalent to having an extra founder in the clan, and getting a pinnacle holy weapon is equivalent to having an extra master in the clan. This shows how precious the pinnacle sacred weapon is. Therefore, how could they expect Li Yang to obtain a treasure of this level? Not only the demon clan, but also hundreds of millions of people in the universe are looking forward to Li Yang's failure. Human Li Yang has already climbed the 98 steps. There are 2 more stairs. As long as he passes them, he can get a pinnacle holy weapon. He will fail. In the human race, there are already 2 geniuses, Huangsu and Li Yang, who will most likely become the masters in the future. Now there is another pinnacle holy weapon. This is equivalent to 3 more masters in the human race at once. Which alien would want to see this situation? Therefore, at this time, all the foreign races are expecting Li Yang to fail immediately. Even if he fails on the 99th step, as long as he doesn't climb the 100th step, Li Yang can only choose 1 top-level holy weapon. Treasures of this level are far inferior to peak sacred weapons. 1 more top-level holy weapon is equivalent to 1 more emperor in the clan, and not many powerful clans care about it. All ethnic groups except the human race hope that Li Yang will fail, but at this time on the 98th staircase, Li Yang forcibly endures the restraint. This binding force was like a ubiquitous repulsive force at this time, coming from all directions, oppressing his body. It's so uncomfortable. Li Yang felt that every part of his body, even every cell in his body, was being squeezed and might explode at any time. Waves of unbearable pain came. It is true that this talent ladder tests talent. In fact, it also tests perseverance and so on. With stronger perseverance, you may be able to climb 1 more ladder. If it were other people, most of them would probably give up on this unbearable pain, but at this time Li Yang was forced to endure it. Before he recognized the supreme holy weapon Kunlun mirror, his soul was torn apart again and again, even half of it was torn apart. It was definitely the most unbearable pain in the universe. Compared to that, the pain in front of me is really nothing. It's just the pain of a small part of my soul being torn apart. Continue. Li Yang took a deep breath, and then took another step forward. It's the 99th staircase. There are only 1 flight away from 100 steps. Even if it's just 1 step away, human Li Yang will definitely fail. It's impossible for him to stand on this ladder. Yes, that strange fog will appear soon. Seeing Li Yang take another step forward, the entire universe seemed to be quiet at this time, everyone held their breath and their hearts were lifted. Of course, this is because they hope that Li Yang will fail immediately. Although the 100 steps are the end, the 99th step is the key. Because the 100th step is the end, there is no binding force on it. As long as Li Yang can stand on the 99th step, he will be the fourth demon genius to step on the 100 talent steps in endless years. After stepping on the 99th step, Li Yang felt that his whole body almost exploded. At this time, he felt like a small sailboat in the sea, and the whole person could be overturned at any time. At this time, it was obviously very close to Li Yang's limit. Even if his perseverance was amazing, it was a bit unbearable. Before, Li Yang's other clones also had such a situation on the talent ladder. For that situation, Li Yang's clone did not persist. When he felt the limit, he stopped. But at this time, the situation is completely different. If it were any other staircase, I would stop, but the 100 staircases are right in front of me. These 100 staircases are the end, and there is no restraint at all. Li Yang endured the huge restraint by force, stood on the staircase motionless, and kept adjusting his state to make himself stand firm. After feeling that he had completely stood firm, under the increasingly gloomy eyes of billions of races in the universe, Li Yang showed a smile at the corner of his mouth. 100 talent staircases, I succeeded. He began to slowly take the last step. When he came to a higher staircase, Li Yang felt that the restraint on his body disappeared instantly. The 100 talent staircase, Li Yang successfully reached the top. Thanks to Zero Eta for the 100 reward, thank you. End of this chapter. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 768. Under the gloomy gazes of countless strong men, Li Yang stepped onto the highest point of the talent ladder. The 100 talent ladder, Li Yang successfully reached the top. Boom. Boom. For a moment, among the billions of races in the entire universe, in countless races, the terrifying momentum fluctuations of the top strong men burst out, almost destroying the world. This is venting the anger in his heart. Damn it, human Li Yang really stepped onto the 100 talent ladder. He will definitely choose a peak holy weapon. In endless years, only 3 people have stepped onto the 100 talent ladder. How can human Li Yang do it? Match those 3. Each race is angry, jealous, and unwilling. Especially the 7 peak races with the ancestor of creation other than the human race, the demon race, and the metal race. The metal clan got a medium-level holy weapon, the monster clan got a top-level holy weapon, and the human clan had 2 people, Hongsu and Li Yang. Hongsu got a top-level holy weapon, and Li Yang got a peak holy weapon. In addition, the Fire Ghost Beast clan and the Time God Tree clan are vassal clans of the human clan. The top-level holy weapons obtained by the 2 geniuses of their clans will definitely be obtained by the human clan. This time, the human clan is equivalent to getting a peak holy weapon and 3 top-level holy weapons. Our clan has almost nothing to gain before this talent ladder. Damn it, the human clan is already so powerful, why is the harvest so great this time? There are also peerless geniuses like Li Yang and Hongsu. With their talents, it is almost certain that they will become the master in the future. The monster clan also has the 8-clawed monster genius, with a 90% chance of becoming the master. The rules of the universe are too unfair. The human clan and the monster clan are the strongest in the universe, but this time they have gained the most. Their strength will only get stronger and stronger. The peak clans are angry. They were unwilling to accept this. They were also a top tribe that had the ancestor of creation and might even have the supreme holy weapon. However, in front of this talent ladder, they were completely reduced to the foil of the human race and the demon race, and were inconspicuous. The biggest gain was nothing more than getting 1 or 2 ordinary holy weapons. However, the human race and the demon race not only got the top holy weapon, but also had a demon genius who could become the master. This was naturally very uncomfortable for them who were arrogant. In front of the talent ladder, the faces of the masters of various tribes and forces kept changing. Damn human Li Yang. In the demon camp, the eyes of the demon snake master were full of crazy murderous intent. Can't stay. Human Li Yang must not stay. In endless years, 2 of those who stepped on the 100 talent ladders became masters, and they were still very powerful masters. Then the 3rd one was the ancestor of creation. Next to the demon snake master, Kunli Master's face was also full of murderous intent, and his eyes flickered. The tribe must know about Li Yang's situation now. We are waiting for news to see what the tribe plans. The talent shown by human Li Yang will definitely make him a master in the future. In fact, it's not just Li Yang. The genius Kong Yu of the Kongli Jiaolong tribe, the genius Mu Xian of the Lising Beast tribe, etc. These evil geniuses who have climbed 80 talent steps have a high probability of becoming masters in the future. There is a 90% probability. So, they not only have to get rid of Li Yang, but also these geniuses. In the human camp, the faces of the Heian Lord and the Yulan Lord were full of smiles. Good. It's Li Yang who is amazing every time. Compared to other alien races, the human race is naturally happy that Li Yang climbed 100 steps. Heian, wait for Li Yang to come down from the talent step, and we will take him away immediately. Not only him, but also Hongsu and others, we have to leave. The Dark Blue Overlord said. You're kidding, Li Yang has 100 steps, Hongsu has 91 steps, as long as they don't die, they will almost be the overlords of the human race in the future. But now their strength is still very weak. At this moment, there are more than 40 overlords around. In addition to the overlords here, there may be other overlords who came to this starry desert. If Li Yang and Hongsu stay, everyone knows what will happen. These dozens of alien overlords will definitely take action personally to deal with Li Yang and Hongsu. I know. The Lord of Black Evolution nodded. He would do the same without the Lord of Dark Blue telling him. Such a strong talent, of course he must develop safely within the human race. In addition, let's ask Li Yang about the peak holy weapon that Li Yang obtained. The Lord of Dark Blue spoke again. As a lord, he knew the importance of the peak holy weapon better than anyone else. There are only a few treasures of this level in the entire human race. Peak holy weapon. When it comes to this, the Lord of Black Evolution frowned slightly. He knew what the Lord of Dark Blue meant. The peak holy weapon is too important, and it is obviously better to give it to the tribe. But this is what Li Yang got, will Li Yang hand it over without any resistance? Just when the Lord of Black Evolution was about to say something, he and the Lord of Dark Blue suddenly looked at each other. The tribe held a meeting. Human race virtual world. Boom. 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 Powerful beings continued to descend. There were only 20 or so of them, but each of them, even in the virtual world, exuded unimaginable pressure. These are the highest level beings of the human race. At this time, the most powerful group of beings of the human race gathered, obviously because of something very important. There were 2 figures sitting at the top, they were the ancestors of Hunyuan and Yongheng. Seeing everyone gathered, the burly figure of Hunyuan ancestor said, "Everyone knows the purpose of this meeting, right?" Hunyuan ancestor glanced at the many top beings present and said, "Li Yang has stepped on the 100th talent ladder and is about to get a peak holy weapon. We humans only have 5 peak holy weapons in total. How should we deal with the peak holy weapon in Li Yang's hand this time? The human race has the supreme holy weapon, the Brilliant Star River. In addition to the Brilliant Star River, the most powerful is the peak holy weapon. And there are only 5 treasures of this level. If there is news of the emergence of a peak holy weapon in the outside world, even the Hunyuan ancestor or the eternal ancestor will fight for it. This time, Li Yang is about to get the peak holy weapon. A total of 10 masters of the human race applied for a meeting to discuss the ownership of the peak holy weapon that Li Yang got. So, this meeting appeared. After the words of the Hunyuan ancestor fell, the master of the Hunyuan martial arts temple immediately said, "The peak holy artifact is very important. There are only 5 of them in our human race. Even the Hunyuan ancestor and the eternal ancestor do not have a complete set. How can such a treasure be given to Li Yang? What strength does he have?" The 2 founding ancestors of the human race, in addition to using the supreme holy artifact Brilliant Star River, also used the peak holy artifact. Even the most basic 3-piece set of attack, defense, and speed holy artifacts, the human race cannot get 2 sets. Of course, every time, only one of the Hunyuan ancestor and the eternal ancestor went out, and the other guarded the tribe. Relatively speaking, 5 peak holy artifacts are enough. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. From the City to the Strongest in the Universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 769. After the master of the Hunyuan martial arts temple finished speaking, a master in the human eternal temple also spoke up. "Li Yang's strength is very weak, but this peak holy weapon was obtained by Li Yang, and it should belong to Li Yang." This voice sounded like a man, but also like a woman, and Li Yang has stepped onto the 100th step of the talent ladder. As long as this talent does not fall, it is a foregone conclusion that he will become the master of our human race. With this talent, Li Yang may even be stronger than us in the future. Now we have to hand over the peak holy weapon that Li Yang obtained by himself. What should we do if he is dissatisfied in his heart? Taiwan Novel Network Rightward Arrow. Such a genius has a grudge against us in his heart, which is definitely not a good thing. After the words fell, the other masters immediately nodded in agreement. King Yi is right. Li Yang is so talented, it's only a matter of time before he stands with us for a peak holy weapon. Li Yang is dissatisfied, which is not worth the loss. At this time, another master of the Hunyuan martial arts Saint Realm said, "That's true, but everyone knows the significance of the peak holy weapon to our clan. It's true that Li Yang will be able to use this treasure in the future, but he still lacks a lot now. The peak holy weapon, even the top master, can't exert its full power. Even Yongheng and Hunyuan are of great help. Treasures have a great strength bonus for the strong, and powerful treasures can even make the strong play several times the strength. And the peak holy weapon has a strength bonus for the ancestor of creation. Any master with peak strength can increase his strength by at least 10 times. You can imagine the significance of such treasures. Li Yang's current strength is probably at the top level of the emperor, maybe a little bit higher. With such strength, even a high-level holy weapon may not be able to activate all the power. This is the case with high-level holy weapons, not to mention peak holy weapons. His strength is limited. The power of activating high-level holy weapons and peak holy weapons is actually similar. In comparison, Li Yang can almost fully activate high-level holy weapons. As for the peak holy weapon, he can only activate a very small part of the power, maybe less than 1,000th. In comparison, the strength bonus of these 2 treasures is indeed similar to that of Li Yang. So, we can let Li Yang hand over the peak holy weapon, and then give him a high-level holy weapon, or even a top-level holy weapon. With his strength, it is completely enough to use these. These holy weapons can help his strength as much as the peak holy weapons. In the future, when Li Yang's strength really reaches our level, won't it be enough to return the peak holy weapon to him? After the master said this, several masters immediately agreed. I agree with what Moun said. Li Yang's current strength, the power of using a high-level holy weapon and a peak holy weapon is the same. Let him hand over the peak holy weapon first, give him a high-level holy weapon, and when he reaches the strength, return the peak holy weapon to him. In this way, Li Yang's strength is not affected at all. On the contrary, our human race will have many benefits with this peak holy weapon. The masters said one by one. Listening to what they said, it is obvious that most of them agree to let Li Yang hand over the peak holy weapon in his hand. In summary, as long as Li Yang agrees to the exchange, Li Yang will not lose much, but the human race will benefit greatly. Many masters were discussing, and the ancestor of Hunyuan was listening, but he did not express any opinions. After everyone finished speaking, he looked at the ancestor of Yongheng and said, "Yongheng, Li Yang is your disciple, what do you think?" Everyone said that it was actually right. Li Yang's strength was not affected, and it was also good for the tribe. However, the only difficulty is that the treasure was completely obtained by Li Yang on his own. This is a treasure that belongs entirely to Li Yang. Anyone who takes away the treasure without saying anything will have some thoughts in his mind. It's like getting a mountain of gold, someone else takes it directly, and then gives you a piece of gold. This piece of gold is enough, but the heart must want the mountain of gold more. This is human nature. The eternal ancestor said calmly, regarding the matter of the peak holy weapon, I want to ask Li Yang. If Li Yang is willing to hand it over, then it's okay. If Li Yang is unwilling and has a little resistance, then I will respect Li Yang's choice, and that peak holy weapon will belong to Li Yang. These human masters don't know, but the eternal ancestor knows Li Yang's trump card. 7 clones. Now that he has climbed the 100th level of the talent ladder, Li Yang is almost 100% able to become a master. Once he becomes, the human race is equivalent to having 8 more masters. And he can still be resurrected infinitely, an unkillable master. You know, even if you can be resurrected after death, there is a limit. A god dies, an emperor dies, and there is a universe master, or the ancestor of creation to resurrect them. And when the master of the universe and the ancestor of creation died, who could resurrect them? From the perspective of the tribe, Li Yang's weight can be imagined. This time, the eternal ancestor didn't want to tell Li Yang about the peak holy weapon. However, there was more than one high-level person in the human race, so he also attended this meeting. Although he knew Li Yang's trump card, the eternal ancestor would not say it. It's not the time to expose Li Yang's clone yet. It is estimated that all the tribes in the universe will believe that Li Yang has become the master, and now they probably want to kill Li Yang immediately. If the news of Li Yang's clone spreads, it is estimated that hundreds of millions of tribes will go crazy, and even the founders of other tribes will go crazy, and they will definitely kill Li Yang at all costs. They will never let Li Yang, who has a clone, become the master. Hearing the words of Yongheng ancestor, Hunyuan ancestor nodded. He is one of the strongest people in the human race, and he knows about Li Yang's situation. At this time, Li Yang's weight in his heart is also very high. Since Yongheng said so, then you go and talk to Li Yang. Hunyuan ancestor said, everything is based on Li Yang's ideas, and you must not make Li Yang feel resistance. Below, several masters heard this and obviously wanted to say something. In their opinion, Li Yang, an emperor, is holding a peak holy weapon that the entire human race has few pieces. This is too wasteful. If the peak holy weapon is taken out, the strength of the entire human race will be partially improved. The peak holy weapon has such a status. Hunyuan. Several masters of the Hunyuan martial arts holy world want to say something. Compared to the eternal temple of the human race, they hope that Li Yang will hand over the peak holy artifact. Okay, no need to say more. The Hunyuan ancestor said, it's decided. The peak holy artifact was obtained entirely by Li Yang himself. How to deal with it naturally depends on Li Yang's opinion. Originally, they were ready to speak, but after hearing what the Hunyuan ancestor said, these masters had to nod. The Hunyuan ancestor and the eternal ancestor, the two strongest people of the human race, have made their decisions, and they should follow them. Thanks to 08 for the 100 rewards, thank you. From the city to the strongest in the universe. Author, G. Difeng Ren. Chapter 770. Climbing up the 100 talent steps, the killing intent of many powerful alien races filled the air, and the human race also held a meeting to discuss the ownership of the peak holy weapon in Li Yang's hand. Diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit, diamond suit. At this time, Li Yang didn't know this. He was standing on the 100th step, and there were countless light spots around him. Peak holy weapon, Tianyu war knife. Peak holy weapon, Mohan armor. Peak holy weapon. Light spots appeared one after another. At this time, Li Yang felt dozens of light spots of peak holy weapons alone. So many. Li Yang was amazed. He also knew about peak holy weapons. In the universe, apart from the supreme holy weapon, the peak holy weapon is the strongest. Some peak tribes with the founder of the world do not have the supreme holy weapon, so the peak holy weapon is the treasure of the tribe. Even if Li Yang didn't know the number of such treasures, he knew that there must be not many such treasures in the major tribes. And in front of him, dozens of pieces appeared at once, allowing him to choose. If any of them were to appear in the outside world, it would cause the entire universe's creator to scramble for it. Which one should I choose? While being amazed, Li Yang's consciousness quickly passed through a series of light spots, and then stopped at one place. Here, a light spot flew out and came directly to Li Yang's eyes, and he grabbed it in his hand. The light spot disappeared, and a pair of golden wings appeared in his hand. The entire wing flashed with a steel-like luster, and the edge was like a blade, extremely sharp, as if it even cut this piece of heaven and earth apart. Golden universe wings, the top holy weapon of speed. Then, information about the wings also appeared in Li Yang's mind. Speed is crucial in the battle process. The faster the speed, the more initiative you can take in the battle. Even if the opponent is stronger, but the speed is not good, he can only be at a disadvantage. It is worthy of being a top holy weapon. Li Yang was constantly receiving information, and knowing this news, Li Yang's eyes also showed joy. According to the information of the treasure in front of him, under the Creator, any realm strength will increase tenfold when activating the Golden Universe wings. Even the top master is the same. Of course, this is still the most basic activation. The Golden Universe wings have their own activation secret patterns. The more these secret patterns are mastered, the greater the bonus of the Golden Universe wings to speed. I now have the strength close to the top Emperor. If I activate the Golden Universe wings, my speed will probably be close to the Emperor's invincibility. Li Yang was happy. This increase in strength is obviously not comparable to other holy artifacts. It is not like what the human master powerhouses said, and the help of high-level holy artifacts to Li Yang. With Li Yang's strength, the speed of activating high-level holy artifacts of speed can be increased by up to 5 times. And now the Golden Universe wings easily surpass it. When Li Yang studies it again later, its speed will be even faster, and it will be easy to increase it by more than 10 times. In fact, peak holy weapons also have strengths and weaknesses, and what Li Yang got at this time was obviously the best of the peak holy weapons, so it greatly increased his strength. Whoosh! When he was happy, suddenly a wave came, and the wave was very fast, and Li Yang's face changed slightly. However, a token appeared in front of him immediately. This token was only the size of a palm, and there was a symbol engraved on it, like a sword. What is this? Li Yang's eyes showed a trace of doubt. The wave just now was this token. After the token appeared, the wave disappeared directly. After a moment of doubt, Li Yang held the token, and suddenly a message sounded in his mind. Kai Tian token. There were only 4 words, and there was no other information. Kai Tian token? Is this the name of the token? At this time, Li Yang was full of doubts and had no idea what the token was about. Is it related to my ascent to the 100th talent ladder? Li Yang thought to himself. Before, his several clones got top holy weapons on the talent ladder, and there was no such situation at all. Now the main body has climbed the 100th talent ladder, but got a Kai Tian token with only a name. Have the 3 people who climbed the 100th talent ladder before received the Kai Tian token? Li Yang has read all the information about the talent ladder of the human race, and there is no information about the Kai Tian token at all. Maybe the 3 got it, but did not expose it. After a careful look, Li Yang did not see anything special about the token in his hand. Except for its hard material, it has no other advantages. Li Yang input the origin of the law into it, and the token did not fluctuate at all. Obviously, it is not a holy weapon. Not seeing anything, Li Yang did not think much, and directly put it into the space ring. Buzz. At this time, the mist also dissipated, and Li Yang also appeared in front of everyone. Human Li Yang appeared. Is the golden wing the treasure chosen by human Li Yang? It should be a peak holy weapon of speed. Seeing the mist disappear, the eyes of everyone present, even the eyes of the whole universe, looked at Li Yang, and looked at the treasure in Li Yang's hand. Let's go. We've got the pinnacle holy weapon and the holy meteorite. Next, we'll go back to Earth and try to breed a holy meteorite clone. Li Yang didn't stay for long, and then flew down the talent ladder. Boom. 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 After Li Yang flew down the stairs, a series of extremely terrifying momentum fluctuations were emitted around him. The dozens of alien masters stared at Li Yang, and seemed to be about to attack. However, at the moment when they emitted momentum fluctuations, the Black Devils and the Dark Blue Masters also waved their right hands, first collecting all the people around them, such as Hungsu, into the treasures of space attributes, and then they came directly to the talent ladder. On the talent ladder, Li Yang was about to fly down, but Li Yang stopped when he looked at the dozens of alien masters. Looking at their eyes, they all looked at him with murderous intent. Do you want to attack me? Li Yang thought to himself. He did not come down from the talent ladder immediately. After the Black Devils and the Dark Blue Masters arrived, he finally left the talent ladder and stood behind the Black Devils and the Dark Blue Masters. Seeing Li Yang's actions, the faces of the alien masters were extremely gloomy. Damn human Li Yang. With the Black Devouring Overlord and the Dark Blue Overlord of the human race here, we can't kill him at all. 100 talent ladders, this potential, at least he will be a powerful overlord in the future. Moreover, Li Yang also got a peak holy weapon, which the founder of the world would snatch when he saw it. No tribe or force present had many peak holy weapons. This made many alien races around subconsciously want to join forces to kill Li Yang. With dozens of overlords joining forces, they can easily defeat the 2 overlords of the human race.